Solve systems of equations using elimination, lesson 11 worksheet. Question number 7. There are no coefficients that are opposites or identical, therefore I do not have opposites or identical terms. But what I do have are multiples. 16 is a multiple of 8 and 12 is a multiple of 6. So I have multiples. I'm going to use the 6 and 12 because they are smaller numbers. Okay, so which equation has the smaller term? That would be the top one. So I'm going to multiply the top equation. What do I multiply by? Well, once again, I multiply by the opposite. I need to take the opposite of the larger term. So the opposite of negative 12 is positive 12. And then I divide by the smaller term, which is negative 6. What I need divided by what I have. 12 divided by negative 6 is negative 2. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by negative 2. When I do that, negative 2 times 8 is negative 16x. Negative 2 times negative 6 is positive 12y. Negative 2 times 12 would be negative 24. So my equations would look like negative 6x plus 12y equals negative 24. The bottom equation will stay the same, 16x minus 12y equals 24. All right. Well, I know I purposely got multiples to eliminate my y terms, so they cancel. Look at your x terms. You got negative 16x and positive 16x, so they will also cancel. So we've eliminated both the x and y, leaving nothing on the left side of the equation. You're going to determine what to do on the right side of the equation. And since the variable terms cancel out, we know that it's either going to be a no solution or infinitely many solutions. So you need to decide, figure out what this side of the equation is. So figure out what that is right there. If it's 0 equals 0, put your answer down. If it's 0 equals a number, don't forget to put the slash through the equal sign because it would not be equal. And then put that solution. So again, your final answer will either be no solution or infinitely many solutions. Number 8. Number 8. Do I have opposites? No, I do not. Do I have identical terms? No, I do not. Do I have multiples? Well, 3 is not a multiple of 2, and 6 is not a multiple of 4. Therefore, it's none of the above. And when it's none of the above, that means we have to multiply both equations. So I'm going to put parentheses around both equations. What am I multiplying by? I suggest we use the 3 and the 2. Since the 3 is in the top equation, I put that outside the bottom equation. And ignore the negative, go by the absolute value. So there's a 2 on the bottom. I put that on top. All right, now I have to determine, should the signs be the same on the outside or should they be different? Well, go by the signs on the inside. These two numbers, are those signs the same or different? Those signs are different, therefore they're already opposite signs. So I want to keep the signs the same on the outside. If the signs are different on the inside, keep the signs the same on the outside. So I do not need to make 2 or 3 negative. So I multiply both equations. When I do that, I get 6q plus 8b equals 34. And on the bottom, I would get negative 6q plus 18b equals negative 60. Pause your video, get everything written down. All right. I am able to eliminate my q terms. They will cancel out. 8b plus 18b would give me 26b. 34 minus 60 would give me negative 26. To isolate the variable b, I'm going to divide both sides by 26. They would cancel, and b would equal negative 1. Negative 26 divided by 26 is negative 1. Okay, since I solved for b, I now need to solve for the q. So I'm going to use the top equation. 3q plus 4b equals 17. I solve for the b, so where the b is, I put parentheses. So I'm still going to have 3q plus 4, and then I'm going to put parentheses, equals 17. And that 1 is going to go in for the b. Sorry, negative 1. And once I put the negative 1 in for b, I'm going to start with my multiplication. So I'm going to have 3q, 4 times negative 1 would be negative 4, and then equals 17. Once I've multiplied, I'm left with a two-step equation. So I'm going to box my variable term. And you're on your own for the rest. We've been solving two-step equations since the beginning of the year. So you're on your own, finish solving that equation, and when you're done, we're going to go in alphabetical order. So we're going to put b equals negative 1, and you're going to determine the value of q. All right, so that is it for questions 7 and 8. If you have any questions, please let me know.